Hi, this is Yogi Cameron, and I want to talk to you about your sleep. Are you sleeping too much, undersleeping, or oversleeping? Something going on here, or you're sleeping just the right amount. That's ideal. Now, if you're oversleeping, then you're going to get some symptoms in your body. Stiffness is the first one. Body just becomes too stiff when you sleep too much. Your lower back will be stiff, your joints will be a little bit stiff, and especially the muscles at the back of the legs get really stiff. And then grogginess. You're definitely not focused. You kind of got that little hangover thing going on where the mind is just heavy, right? Because oversleeping creates heaviness, not lightness. And then the body gets a lot of fatigue. So when you come out of bed, it's almost like you're in this fogginess for quite a bit. And if you're sleeping too much, there's a reason for it. We've got to find out what the reason is. Are you staying up too late at night? Are you eating late at night? Are you overworking? You have lots of children and you have to attend to them. What is happening? And we have to find a balance for that. Then if you're sleeping too little, then the symptoms are more like slow response, no focus, weak immunity and things like that. Because the body needed a certain amount of sleep and it couldn't get it, and now it's not feeling good and it's got immune problems. And when we're sleeping, we're talking about rest here. The body and the mind need a certain amount of rest, which is just the right amount. Every day it will vary. We tend to go to bed and we say, I need 8 hours, I need 9 hours, I need 7 hours, I only need 4 hours. So we predetermine things. But if we left it up to us to wake up, some of us would wake up, after 9 hours, some of us after 8 hours, some of us after 6 hours and all that. But what's the right amount? The right amount really causes things like alertness, energy, clarity. It gives us creative ideas, right? And all those kind of things. It doesn't mean that you jump out of bed and you're feeling all of these things. But as soon as you get out of bed and you start your first steps and you get going, there you go. You feel all these things. You feel an enthusiasm for your day. Because if you've slept a lot and you haven't rested properly, you won't feel good, right? Say your mind is working all night. You're worried about something, you're thinking about it, and you keep going. You're not getting any rest, so no matter how many hours you sleep, you're just not going to get the rest. So you've got to first work out those things before you sleep so you can rest. Easier said than done, I know. But first you've got to go down to the cause of things, because sleep is not something we can store. We can't store it up and then say, hey, I'll sleep 2 hours today and I'll sleep tomorrow 10 hours and I'll store it up. It doesn't work like that. It's all about, sleeping every day and getting the rest that we need. And getting the rest we need is when we're not thinking too much, we've slept at the right time, we haven't eaten too late, we haven't overworked, we haven't used our computer right up to the time that we're sleeping, we haven't just watched TV and then we're going to sleep. All of these habits bring the immunity down and don't allow us to rest at night. So I would say at least an hour before you go to sleep, start preparing for sleep. That means doing a little meditation, sitting quietly and reading, even if you have an animal, take it for a walk, take the dog for a walk, things like that. So you're in nature, you're doing things that slow everything down, and then by the time you come to sleep, you go to bed. And if you're worried about something, just know you're not going to work it out during your sleep. You're going to work it out when you get up the next morning, and you need to get up the next morning feeling energetic. So invest in your time, sleep just the right amount, and you'll see it does amazing things for you. Namaste.